So I just want to show you how I use small local businesses to find new keyword ideas, long tail keywords that are easy to rank for and easy to compete with. There's a lot of reasons that I find small local businesses great for finding these keywords. Firstly, they might not have the biggest budget for their SEO, or they might have done some SEO work in the past and not kept it up. So the stuff they're still getting traffic for tends to be relatively easy to rank for. Or a lot of small businesses, they write a blog post every now and then, or they write a semi-regular blog, but again, it might not be very well optimized for SEO and getting into the top spots of Google, and they almost get there by accident. They might write a blog post for their social media, and it happens to rank on Google as well. And they might be working really hard on their SEO as well, but again, small local businesses don't have the resources and the company size to necessarily have a full-time marketing department or someone watching this all the time. So again, it makes it possible to compete with these businesses that are generating even just a little bit of traffic. Additionally, as well, I just find it opens up your mind to different keywords or different head keywords that you might be able to build within an industry, rather than the stuff that always sticks in your mind. If we talk about, I don't know, like a financial niche, you might start putting in words like finance and money into keyword tools, but then you might get stuck or just not know about other terms in the industry that maybe a professional website or actual business is using. So let's take a look at how I go about looking for these keywords. I like to use SEMrush for my keyword research. You can use any sort of half decent tool for this keyword tool, Ahrefs or probably Ubersuggest, SpyFu, things like that. And I like to start off in the domain overview. We're going to have a look at some overall domains first before we decide what to pick and choose. So let's head on over to Google, obviously, good place to start. Let's start with a random niche. Let's do this on the fly. Let's say finance. We were just talking about that, if I can spell it. Actually, let's go financial advisor, because that's going to have some small businesses somewhere. And let's say somewhere I've never been, San Francisco, somewhere like that. So we're looking at financial advisors in San Francisco. These guys are going to have websites, but they might not have the biggest SEO presence. Okay, so I like to scroll down to the local listings, see what's in here. So Burgess Financial Planning, Lincoln Financial Planning, and that's always a good place to start because it's really local stuff and not necessarily people who've been working hard on their SEO and the ranking. What about Citrine? And I don't know, you could pick a few of these that look like actual independent businesses rather than business directories and stuff like that. So then I'll just have a look at the websites. What I'm really looking for is someone with a blog or maybe some FAQs. These guys might have a bit of SEO traffic, but doesn't look like they've got the biggest website. SageMark Consulting, about our services, resources. Yeah, so these might have quite a bit of information on there to look at as well for some keywords. And Citrine Capital, this is the sort of thing I like, someone with a blog there that we can look at. So I'll probably pop them. I'll probably get rid of this Burgess Financial Planning one, that first one. It doesn't look like have much. We'll start with the SageMarks. They've not even got an SSL certificate there, so you're going to be able to compete with these sort of guys if they've got some decent keywords. So we'll have a look at the domain overview first, put it into my competitive research, and just get the general overlook of the business and the domain name. Not really much traffic, but a low authority score. So we might be able to pick off some easy wins here. If we go into the top organic keywords, we'll click into there and go into our organic keyword research area, or whatever it's called on your preferred tool, and then we can see what's getting most of their traffic is a branded search term, people looking for them, and probably the guy who runs it. And addresses and things like that. So that's where most of their traffic's coming from. we'll probably just have a quick little look. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot here easily findable. What is national financial? So when we're looking at these keyword, this organic keyword research, we're looking at what positions they're getting, if they've got any top number one positions that we can maybe go after as well. Does it account for a lot of their traffic, the volume that they might be worth, and the keyword difficulty? If it's got a green here or it's below sort of 40 in SEMrush, then that means it's something we can probably go after. So we'll have a little click through and have a look. But I'm not really seeing a whole lot in this because they've not got a whole lot of that interesting keywords that I'm looking at. So I'll probably go ahead and I'll probably close off the SageMark Consulting. These are the guys that probably, when I see a blog, I always know there's probably going to be something good in there. So we'll go back and we'll start our domain overview search again. So we'll put this Citrine Capital Advisors in there and have a look what their website's doing. So authority score 22, so we know instantly, you know, that's not a very authoritative website. So even if you've got a new domain, you could probably mix it with them with some decent content. And organic search traffic is pretty low. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be something worthwhile in here that we can pick off. Again, we'll go down to our organic keyword research and expand the list of keywords that they are ranking for. And we've got it set up so we'll see what are their number one positions, their branded search terms, which is a shame. It's always nice to see something in there that we could go after. You're not really going to be bothering going after the brand name itself. Financial Advisors San Francisco, again, might be something worth looking at for, but probably dominated by big directories. What's this? We've got Virtual Financial Planner. There could be some sort of look into the articles there on virtual financial planning. Virtual Financial Advisor again. Virtual Wealth Management. We've got some pretty easy to rank for keywords, and they're ranking in the top 10 for those. So that's certainly that something catches my eye very quickly. Virtual Investment Advisor. Okay, here we go. So we will have a look at Virtual Financial Advisor. We'll click into that keyword and have a deeper look. Now it's got a 210 volume, which is not massive, but it shows there's a decent amount of search volume there and 680 globally. But when we look down, there's a ton of other ways people search for this keyword. Virtual Assistant for Financial Advisor, Virtual Financial Advisor, how to become a... So there's a big, you can see remote financial advice. There's a big sort of topic to hit here. And these guys rank in the top 10. They might be a business that serves this function, but they maybe don't have the strongest website either. So then we can scroll down in this keyword itself and have a look at the actual search, what the positions on Google are here. That's the great thing about SEMrush, is it gives you a breakdown of the Google listings in the US or whatever you're searching, so it's not tainted by your previous searches. And we can start to look at what other people are using this. So the Citrine Capital Advisors have got this blog post. They actually rank for 2 keywords in the top 10, which is pretty cool. So let's open up their blog post, which is capturing that keyword, and it's 5 reasons why you should be working with a virtual financial planner. And here we go. It's 5 pretty simple looking reasons. It's not an overly big piece. Quick introduction and some quick points. There's no pictures or expanded points. Not much linking out to any other advice or conclusion, or it's a bit light on information if you ask me. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple blog post which is serving its purpose, but I think there's room for improvement if you did a really deep dive into not just the benefits of a financial advisor, but giving a full rounded look at the topic, whether that's in multiple blog posts or just one. And you could really go after these search terms. If we look at the top 3 as well, ranked search terms in this, we can see what is a virtual financial advisor. This is the wealth tender. So this is the number 1 Google ranking for this. And they've put the benefits, what to expect, preparing. So they've done a pretty well-rounded blog piece, but it doesn't look by any means like you wouldn't be able to compete or write something good to try and compete with that. Then the second one is actually a PDF with a blank second page and a bit of a wall of text and graphs and stuff, which most people on Google aren't going to enjoy reading this. You're really going to have to deep dive into that to find any information. So seeing those two, and this as well, it's a very brief overview of the benefits. So here is my topic I'm going to look at for virtual financial advisor. If I've got a financial website, this could be a great topic to capture quite a lot of traffic off. I mean, these are not massive search volumes, but you'll find people are searching for it in all sorts of different ways, and you're likely, if you write a good post, to be getting well into the hundreds. I would estimate more like thousands of visits a month. And then, of course, off the back of that, you might well be to advertise your own business, or set up some affiliate deals, or push some links towards some sites that are looking for clients, and start developing a great SEO strategy around that keyword. There you go. So it's really opened up my mind to different areas to look at, found some easy keywords to rank for, which are probably going to bear a lot of fruit in the long run in terms of traffic and other ways of serving your readers. There you go.